welcome to the Willow Rose Cottage. Should we talk about the elephant in the room before I get started? And that would be my bangs. I guess this is what happens when you have very limited ability with your right hand. So you try to trim your bangs with your left hand and they get a little crooked. So you try to even them out and then they get a little crooked on this side. Then you try to go like that. And you might be asking yourselves, okay, so why did you not just go get him done? And the question to that is, this here is still growing out from the last time I went to get my bangs trimmed. Actually, I went to get the rest of my hair trimmed, which I'm not trimming either, ever again. I was so traumatized. I actually did a video about it, but I went to get it trimmed up because I had decided to keep it in a pixie. And so I went to get it trimmed up and I told her at that point, do not touch the bangs because I don't want the bangs short. I wanted them to kind of be really long. That was literally at the beginning of summer, like before I even had my surgery. It might have even been in May. So she was trimming it and then she said, well, I have to trim this part because then it'll blend in the thing and the that and the this. And my bangs ended up being like this short. Like, so they've grown quite a bit and they were really raggedy. So I needed to trim them. So I did it myself. I don't think it's any worse than it was when she did them. So anyway, that's not why I'm here, but I wanted to address why my bangs look like this. What I want to talk about is it wasn't my last video, maybe 2 videos ago, I talked about how I sliced into one of my tomatoes and it started sprouting from the inside out. It had all these sprouts in it. And I just thought that was really crazy because I had never ever seen that before. And I live in California and I was raised in the valley where it's produce, cornucopia of the world, they call it. So, I mean, I was raised having a vegetable garden in my backyard. My mom had an English flower garden in her front yard, and part of her backyard was an English garden as well. However, she did have a really large vegetable garden, and so tomatoes were every summer. Tomatoes, like just pop them off the vine and eat them. They really are wonderful off the vine. Anyway, so I'd never seen that. So I did a little video and I planted them to see if they would grow and this and that and the other. In that same video, I talked about how this is now sprouting. So I wasn't real sure what to do with it. I mean, it looks like it still could be eaten, but then this is kind of cool what's happening here. And I sort of didn't want to stop this action from happening. So I was wondering if I should plant it or what. And one of the frequent visitors to the Willow Rose Cottage, her name is Gypsy Ruth, commented on that video and said, all you really need to do is plop it into some water in a mason jar. So here's my mason jar. I'm going to get some water. So I have some water. And she said, just put it in a sunny place. So I did, maybe I need more water. I don't know. So I did ask her, I did comment back and ask her if I cut it off and put it in water like you do, like the top of a pineapple, or if I just put the whole thing in water. And she said, just put the whole thing in water. And what's going to happen is all these little places where the eyes are, and this right here will start growing just amazingly beautiful vines, apparently. So I am always, always excited about amazingly beautiful vines. So I'm going to go ahead and start this process, and I will keep you updated as I do other videos. So stay tuned and stay whimsical.